How fortunate that we have the wonderful, ladies and gentlemen, Terry Hutchins on guitar this evening. Very good friend of mine. Then we've got the wonderful, he's back from very far climes. I mean, almost about as far as you can get, isn't it?
Yeah.
Back from Japan, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Just for this gig. Because he really wants to play with me, don't you, Andy? Yeah, there you go. He's been paid for that one. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Andy Crowdy is back in the house. Bless you. And my therapist is with us this evening. We had a wide range of topics that we discussed in the car. Too politically sensitive to mention here, just in case it goes horribly wrong. Normally it doesn't bother me, but I'm feeling a bit sensitive for some reason. But ladies and gentlemen, we've got my lovely friend, ladies and gentlemen, Jim Pollard. And the thing was, I didn't really get round to saying it properly at the beginning, but as I was sat eating my porridge and my blueberries and my raspberries, I was thinking what joy in my heart it brings me. I mean, I did have a barbecue last night, so the things I shouldn't have eaten last night might be the things I'm feeling in my heart. But actually, the whole point is, it's such a joy, this thing, and it reminded me of a friend of mine who came over a few years ago from America. And we were walking around the park with my dog Nell, and he said something to me, which I should have realised. Prudence, Mike, you know me very well, what a foolish idiot that I am. But, you know, at the age that I got to, I should have worked out by now that life is just about relationships and experiences. That's what it's all about. And this is one of the marvellous experiences we have and wonderful relationships I have with you guys, but also with the guys on the stage. And such a lovely pleasure, because this is a very good friend of mine who I do quite a bit of work with, a real pleasure to do quite a bit of work with, and we've done a little bit of touring, so we've been in the car together as well, and just one of the greatest players that we've got in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, real joy, a real pleasure, Simon Bates.
Hey!
Are you ready? Almost. Now there, think about your porridge. One, two, three.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And what a delight it is to be here playing jazz. Well, I don't know whether that's jazz or not.